Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, what is up? I'm Lana Simone, and today is wash day, y'all. It is 3 weeks. I think this is 3 weeks because we did the flat twist, and then we took the flat twist out, and then we did this. Yeah, this is 3 weeks old, so she's long overdue for wash day. I think we're gonna blow dry her today because we are getting a cold front here in South Florida this evening, so it's gonna be cold for the next couple of days. So I think I'm gonna blow dry her and maybe do some type of style with the blow dried hair. So I'm gonna go hop in the shower, wash her up, and then we will come back to style. So we just washed our hair. I twisted it up and put it in these little bantu knots that are not staying. And I realized that I haven't really done my full blow dry routine in a little minute. It's probably been a couple years, to be honest. So I think it'll be good to do a little refresher, you know. Some things may or may not have changed with my routine, but I guess we'll just go through it and you guys can tell me. We're gonna put away our gel because we are not using this today. I do these bantu knots just to hold the moisture in for the time being and to make sure that the hair is like out of the way. For my heat protectant, I go in with my Eva NYC 10-in-1 primer, and then I take my Cheese Silk Infusion and I use a little bit of this as well and go through like so. And then last but not least, I know that it's gonna be cold, so it's not really going to be that humid, so I don't really have to worry about it, but I take some of my Eva NYC Nourishing Hair Oil, a couple of drops of that, and go through and put some of that in there. And this piece for me is a little bit too big, so I'm going to split it in half. Whenever I do blow dry my hair, I like to go in first with my detangling brush. I think this is called the unbrush. This is the brush that I use to detangle my hair in the shower. When I do use my round brush, there's not going to be a whole bunch of like snags and it's going to glide through fairly easily. So, and then I'm going to take my blow dryer. Alright, okay. That's what we got. Just put it in a little twist here. Y'all, I just started watching Sex and the City. I know I'm like super late to the party, but I always hear about Sex and the City and I see it on Netflix and I'm just like, yeah. I've just never watched it. Seinfeld is really my show. If I'm gonna go with an old school show, it's gonna be Seinfeld. But I was like, let me just pop it on and see. Y'all, that show right there, it's so relatable. It's crazy. Like all the scenarios that happen to these ladies, like, yeah, it's super relatable, super funny. And Carrie Bradshaw's hair in the first season. Second season, but the first season, hair was on point. I was like, okay, Miss Paco, we see you. But yeah, so that has been my show that I have been binging. When was the last time that you washed your hair tools? Like your hair tools, and when I say tools, I mean like brush, comb, bonnet, satin cap, all the above. Because for me, I typically like to do all of that on wash day. So like today, both of my bonnets, my satin scarf, everything is in the washing machine right now. And then I also washed my brushes and combs earlier today before I washed my hair. So that's typically when I do it. But so that's probably every 2 weeks maybe? Every 2 weeks. But how often do you guys wash all of your hair tools / accessories? And I'm only on season 2, okay? So don't ruin it for me if y'all have seen it all the way through. That rhymed. That was kind of a bar. We've done 3 sections so far in the bag. All right, we are all finished. I think I'm gonna have to go put some other clothes on because I am sweating. I am sweating, y'all. But yeah, we're all done with the blow drying process. It's hot. It's hot. I think we're gonna do a braid out. I have not done a braid out in so long. And I figure while we braid our hair up, I might as well share with you some of the styles that I will never be doing ever again in life. I know last time we talked about styles that I'm going to refrain from for the time being, but I want to talk about some styles that I'm never going to be doing ever again. For starters, we're going to come in hot with the sew-in. We are coming in hot with the sew-in, y'all. I got a sew-in one time and one time only. We won't be doing that ever again. And the reason why is because for me, I have a hard time not being able to get to my scalp. And so the fact that I wasn't able to do that with the sew-in, couldn't do it. I feel like I have a lot of hair, but my hair strands are not like super thick and strong, if that makes sense. Like they will break and snap. And I feel like that's what I experienced with the sew-in, because for me, she did the braids and then she started to sew the hair into the braids, and I feel like that's just a lot of tension on those small cornrows, and the cornrows were tight, and I was like, I lost so much hair when I took that sew-in out, and I think I only had it in for like a week. I was like, nah, it ain't even worth it. My hair, when I straighten it, looks better than this. It looks better than this, so why did I even? But I was like, you know what? Try something out, whatever, you know? By the way, I am going in with my Design Essentials Almond and Avocado Curl Enhancing Mousse, and I'm going to take about this much. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to like saturate the hair in product, because I don't want it to revert. So I'm just going to put a little bit, and then I'm going to start braiding till we get to the end. This braid is a little small. I think I'm going to do them a little bigger. We'll see how we feel. But yeah, so the sew-in is the first thing. The next hairstyle that I will never be doing again is faux locks. And reason being is because first braid is done, bow. Reason being is because I got those done when I was in college. I think I have a picture of those too. But again, I just think the hair, it was just too much. It was too much tension, it was too much hair. I lost a bunch of hair when I took that style out. I was like, yeah, we're not doing it again. And because I got them pretty long, the issue was she had to braid my hair into like these knotless braids. So she added hair with the braids, and then she wrapped the braids in with like the hair that she used to make the lock. So it was like double the amount of hair on my head. They were super tight. It was a nightmare to take them out. When I tell y'all, I might have cut like 3 or 4 patches of my own hair taking those out. It was terrible. It was terrible. And I was like, you know what? I'm losing all this hair on a style that I ain't even really like that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when that happens. It's like, you really ain't even need to do this hairstyle, and it's like damaging your real hair, you know? So faux locks is another one. Bantu knots. I think Bantu knots we're gonna not do. I did it one time, and when I say Bantu knots, I mean like wearing them as like a style. Nothing wrong with it. I think they're very cute, but I think if I were to do Bantu knots again, it would be for like some type of photo shoot or something going on to where I can just take them out right after, because to have those in for several days, absolutely not. I remember I had them a couple years ago, and they were cute. They were giving. But the whole sleeping process and trying to lay down and get comfy, it just wasn't a comfortable hairstyle to have for a multitude of days. Ooh, a lace front wig. A lace front wig. Y'all, we will not be doing that ever again. I got it done for my, was it 29th birthday? 28th birthday? I'll put the link in the description box below so you guys can see, because I'm pretty sure I did like a little vlog getting my first lace front done. It was a no-go. It came out good. She did a phenomenal job. It was melted. She was giving. And the only reason why I got the lace front in the first place was because I wanted a different color hair for my birthday, and I didn't want to dye my hair, so I was like, oh, let me just do a little wig. I think I had that wig on for 3 days. Literally my birthday weekend, and then it came off that Monday. Like, I was not, It was something about because she used glue to like glue the front down, like the front lace. it just felt weird having like that net piece on my head. Like, I don't know, it just felt weird. It started getting like really itchy at a certain point. I was like, no, I need my natural hairline. I can't operate like this. I just remember being irritated with how it felt on my head. And I think the cap was too small. Not the cap, but the wig. I think the wig was too small because the whole back half of my hair was not covered with the wig. Like, it stopped like here. And so because it was so tight, I remember it feeling tight on my head. Plus I had the cornrows that were like under there. I was like, no, not for me. Lace front wig, we're good off that. I guess it's not so much of a hairstyle, but more so what I do to my hair. I will not be dyeing my hair anymore. I did it once. I won't be doing it again. I think, so I dyed my hair. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I dyed my hair when I went away to college, because I was not allowed to do that when I was living at home with my parents. So I was like, the second I go away to college, I'm gonna find a hairdresser and I'm gonna go and dye my hair. And I did it, and it was cute. But when I tell y'all the toll that this color took on my hair, I mean, it was so bad, y'all. It was so bad. And the thing is too, it's like you can have healthy color treated hair. Like, I know plenty of people who do, but for me at the time, I was not taking care of my hair. And it was to the point where my hair was breaking at the same rate that it was growing. So it literally did not pass like a certain length. Like, I never grew it past here, you know? And I'm like, why is my hair not growing? Why is my hair not growing? The whole time, girl, your hair is growing. It's just breaking off. It is just snap, crackle, and popping is what's going on. And I remember when I cut off all the color, I remember just how my hair felt. Like, it just felt heavier. It had more of a shine to it. Like, I was like, man, that color really does something to your hair. So if you are planning on dyeing your hair, you really have to be prepared to like amp up all of the things that you need to do to take care of your hair, because if not, your hair is going to suffer. I don't think I need to dye my hair again. My natural hair color is fine. And especially since we are trying to get to waist length, we can't do anything to hinder the growth. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know about never, but for me, I'm not a huge fan of wash and goes for me, personally. I mean, wash and goes, they work for my hair, but I feel like they just don't last as long as a twist out. I feel like it's also hard for me to keep it moisturized when I do a wash and go, especially like once it dries, you know? Y'all, I have been thinking about becoming a straight natural, like on the lowest of keys. Just because I know for me, like, heat has never really been an issue for my hair. I did have heat damage at one point, but that was as a result of straightening it every single day, which I knew what the problem was, but I don't apply heat that often to my hair. And when I do, I make sure that it is protected and I'm not like overdoing it. But I just feel like for me, it's easier for me to keep my hair moisturized when it is in like a stretched state like this. I don't really get as many single strand knots, split ends and all that. Like, it's just easier to maintain for me personally. I don't know, like, I haven't really fully committed to the idea yet, but I've been thinking about it. I really have been thinking about it. I just know that it's going to alter my curl pattern, like my natural curl pattern, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know. It's just been something I've been thinking about. Like, I know I'm not gonna get like a relaxer or a texturizer or anything, but I've been considering kind of just doing styles like this, where I'm blow drying it, styling it. And to be real, this hairstyle should last me like 2 weeks. I'm hoping it's gonna last me 2 weeks. We gonna see. I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts? Have you guys heard about straight naturals? Have you considered being a straight natural yourself? Like, what's up? So I do plan on sleeping with these braids in, because I do have work in the morning. And I'm finger coiling the ends as well, because I know that that adds a certain look too when you take out the braids. So on our last braid, I don't know what type of parts I got going on. I don't know what we got going on, but just know that the braids are fun. The braids are fun, y'all. I guess we are good, so we'll come back in the morning to take these out. First of all, it's giving painter. I am shocked and appalled this morning I woke up and checked that thermostat. It said 47 degrees, y'all. 47 degrees. This is South Florida. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We don't participate in those winter activities like the rest of y'all. We just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see what we got. Hopefully, this braid out is going to eat. So let us see. Let us see, y'all. I have on like these warm leggings, and I also have on my pants. And I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks, and I have my boots. And I would wear a hat, but I think that might be a little OD. But maybe not. Once I step outside, I'm gonna see what's really good, because 47? No. No! I was like, no, send it back. Send it back. Wherever this temperature came from, send it back. We're good. We don't want it. We don't want it. We're okay. Start separating her out. The thing is, here's my thing. I don't really do braid outs because I'm not really a huge fan of like the crinkle look. That's always been my thing. I feel like the twist out gives more of like a curl. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what she's getting. I haven't done a braid out in a little minute, so I was like, let me just switch it up for the one time, you know? Not too bad. I need to figure out, you know what's gonna be the part, literally. Figuring out what side I'm gonna do my part on. Or if I'm gonna not do a part at all, I might just do a no part type of situation. I don't know. And I have to leave here in like 20 minutes. And we gotta make breakfast. We gotta pack lunch. We still have a whole lot to do. All right, so if I am going to keep it a stack, which y'all, still not the biggest fan of the braid out. Still not the biggest fan of this. Yeah, I should have done a twist out. I should have done a twist out. I mean, not terrible, but I just, like I said, I'm not a fan of the crib. Why the heck did I do a braid out, y'all? And I know this about myself, and I still did it. Nothing we can do about it now. And watch, today's the day I'm gonna get all the compliments. Oh my God. Yeah, it's the days that you don't mess with your hair is when everybody like wants to, oh wait, hold on. Maybe if I put it on this side to give it some more volume, maybe. I don't know, y'all. Okay, my edges brush is still wet. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put some hairspray on the brush. We're gonna take a little bit of edge control. We are going to slick this down. This edges brush sucks. It's all stiff. I don't like this. I don't like this, y'all. Tie it down. Take our pick. Pick it out some. Is this doing anything? Are we liking it now? Do we like it better now? Actually, it's not terrible. Am I just being OD right now? This bandana matches my top and I'm tempted to wear this to work, but I ain't gonna do it. Am I gonna do it? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. All right, so we're gonna let these edges dry. I think I'm gonna go make my breakfast while we wait, and then we'll come back right before we leave. So we should have left 3 minutes ago, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I am not crazy about how it came out. Not crazy about the results, but it'll do for now. And at the end of the day, it's big and it's gonna keep my neck warm for the day. So everything's fine. And you know what? In another couple of days though, once this starts getting like really frizzy, maybe I will do a twist out on this in here. We'll see, who knows? But that is it for this video. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not already. Y'all know we gotta leave for work. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.